Uganda districts of Kanungu, Hoima and some parts of West Nile, they are known for having the highest number of farmers growing tobacco. However, tobacco is a killer plant and the greatest single current public health threat, and tobacco use is the leading cause of premature death worldwide. One aspect of tobacco control is convincing farmers to stop tobacco production. Its death toll affects not only human life, animal life or plant. It's known in it contains fail the world realizing all the sustainable development goals. During a cross-sectional interview with tobacco farmers in Kanungu district who changed other better alternative crops from tobacco that they said is a low-income crop, and tobacco companies use the crop to enslave and exploit farmers.
neguredi baba tugambira ngo batugurira batayitugurira baturaganisa kutugurira nke 13 kuza kurira ngo ni 12 ngo ni Rwenda ngene tucire beka etabe twatwine yone hwera muri Rwenda ngene utabona imeseti
kampuni ya beti naba kampuni ya beti abakozi bayo bakeze bakurwa kwibitwa abahinji batukura boro kwaburamo amagoba zete zaburamo etabe twagireka.
Farmers who used to grow tobacco, especially in Chihihi sub-county in Kanungu district, revealed that they did not benefit from tobacco growing, and it's for that reason that they had to switch to other crops, wealth-assured crops like coffee, rice and maize.
Nyowe hati obwiro obundo muhinzi w'omwani konka enyuma honka bando muhinzi w'etabi konke kinarebire omutabi sikatuma cyane nateka nkukancuse mpingo gundi musiri ngeragera nisendebe okuza kuteka kuhinga ogundi musiri kwera ngiragira nise kaba nareba mu ryetabi bitarugamo
karuga mu ryo kuhinga etabi naza kuhinga ebicoli no muceri empinduka y'inshangiremo hata kunda ayemo kona nakanje empinduka n'impango hari nkabanda koze samani ntahone n'abakozi binji konke empinduka nkolera abandi.
These farmers also narrated how they used to dry the tobacco leaves in grass-thatched houses called a barn, and the negative implications that were attached to it.
Omwana tigura tushamesho konko muriro kutarika natamesho ganyiga kafu abukutarika nanka abukutarika tabitegara hwezaje habwo kora mucoto munonga no kutahura umuriro nabwo baratahura umuriro mbwenu enkuzakanya muri kutahura amakara nabwo tushanga mu kifuba cyo twari kuwoma
twahabagamo obugwere kecho kurebera ho kanye nkagwara obugwere bwo mutima reale nkahati tinda akore ibintu biremereye bweshonga dantalenda ngiro buruhe bwinju magara wabaga ebani ohembiro muliro otalikizwa kutahamu konko shanga ngo muliro tigwatembire ojemeserezebwa kwigura bani ako kanya otemba mu bani okuza omwidara ryaka nahiguru kuza kurugamo wabaga wena watonyokire wene ngene umuriro gwakurenjire
itabinda gitarika kujinga kagitarika kina 98 so nagikoramo kace gikoremo kenyaka rayika kabiri kabiri indaganyigwemo.
They said after shifting to other alternative crops, their standards of living changed and they can rest, attend funerals, or visit relatives contrary to before. Tobacco farmers who shifted to other crops advised their colleagues still strapped in growing tobacco to see the light and change for better living and health crops.
Abachainge tabe omuntu tokamuha burataka bwene kizibu aho kwa nagamaye bagumizemo bacagihinga konke kabera henda munonga cyo kindebiremo nye kampenda munonga konke tabe kabe inesente naguja ba contact farmer nibo bashishiro bwire bwone
inkonka zizo bamwe banyani banje babe basigeremo nabagamba nti amaguba mutabitigalimo kureke kikuru no kuyamengwara ko bangana kanaje mu gwaro nagwere ba doctor bambale shonga cyatuma nagwara konka so bamwe nabo bajirugireho.
However, there are some farmers who still believe that tobacco growing is the only way of earning a living.
Enyuma nkanjye umuhinzi wa biyeti kandi biyeti turagihingira na yera tushashura kurungi konka kuyahereze ibyo bwe bwirihayije ikindi kibena cya continental kucyayijire abahinzi bamwe bibagetabe mu biyeti bagita mu continental mwene bibena tijyagira kwishirizana ate ibyo bibena byagenda.
To increase the willingness of farmers to stop growing tobacco, there is a need to increase the knowledge of farmers regarding the harmful effects of tobacco and to promote alternative crops that are more profitable than tobacco.
Eki batugambiragaho batugiraga nko mukazi yaba yinenda ataza mwene nko mu kibanda kuhanika ninga mu kugiguredinga kugira ngo kika kimutere kingi konka mu ntabire tibagiraga ngo hinishonge mpakwe ahibage cyari mbisi mwene ngo kika kibine cyome.
The people still think that tobacco is the only way to go. You first of all have to appreciate them. Their soils have been depleted so badly that they need to be sustained by being drugged with fertilizers. So because they get fertilizers and this very high cost from the industry, they still think this is the only way to go. The liberation of the mind, and that's what we need to keep up. To keep helping the farmers with figures, with facts, to see that growing tobacco is actually the much more expensive and much more unhealthy choice.
Furthermore, research is needed on the cost and benefits of tobacco compared with alternative crops.
We need to make sure research is intensified in these areas such that we look at crops that can generate sustainable income to farmers. I think coffee can do well given the opportunity now that we are going to get a mega irrigation scheme.
Tobacco industries influence farmers through giving them incentives to keep on the market, like giving them loans, money to construct grass-thatched houses, to dry tobacco leaves, among others.
Hati barija batwete twekunganye batubuze murinda kwinga itabi bamara kutweta twabagira ngo yego hati batugambire bakije batugambira ngo murasa kutera amabede hati mwero kumutera amabede rero turabaha ibyo kozesa amabede batubyo kozesa amabede.
Henry Mohozi, resident in Chihihi, an oldest tobacco farmer in the area, reveals that another tobacco company has brought new type of tobacco leaf to grow, which is still in pilot study.
Hati nabo bari gukora turayo kugira ngo barebe bako baletire ndisho mbibo nsya bako ngo zimwe mbibo zakare mu katari kensi yona zikagiramo okuta akatari kubakace konka baletire ndisho nkora nsya mbibo nsya eyituhingire rero ngo nayo bageze barebe yaberera konka kutwagihingire twashangirera.
James Kaberuka, Member of Parliament, Chinkinzi West, says that tobacco enslaves farmers because tobacco industries engage farmers from the growing to the time of selling.
When you calculate implicit costs, you find that the costs in inputs are far much more than the output. So that one, I wouldn't encourage a farmer from my constituency from in growing tobacco, which enslaves this farmer and actually causes domestic violence.
However, there is a need to demonstrate to farmers that other crops may be more profitable than tobacco.
The prices are higher and they deduct from what you're supposed to be paid when you supply them the crop. Remember, the challenge with tobacco is that you only have to supply to the tobacco company because you can't take tobacco anywhere else. You can't even sell like cassava or bananas that if I have no market now, I can eat them and they nourish me. So you can't even use tobacco for anything except if you're going to use it to chew it, to smoke it, and then it leads you to further problems anyway.
Milton Nankunda, Chairman Chihihi Sub-County, says that people growing other crops are getting more money than tobacco farmers, hence advising tobacco farmers to quit tobacco.
If you have visited some farmers, those who are growing rice and those who are growing the coffee. They are telling us how they are getting more profit and more money than those who are growing tobacco.
Civil society organizations say the tobacco exhaust soil to where it's grown, affects water and nutrients.
Climate is getting more dry because, first of all, trees have been cut to cure tobacco. So the area is dry, like Kanungu, some areas will be very dry, but there are also other alternative crops. One of them is rice. Upland rice can grow in dry areas.
It's the selfishness of the tobacco crop that I talked about, which therefore has a very negative impact on the soil. It impacts negatively the soil fertility, it impacts negatively the other quality of the soils.
They say that tobacco industries influencing tobacco farmers is the reason why some tobacco farmers are not switching to other alternative crops.
I think the problem is the new factories entering the market. But if we did not have the new factories, people would be able to learn. And those who are saying that tobacco is the only way to go, we need to give them champions from those who have transited to be able to explain the process they have gone through, but also the benefits of leaving tobacco.